Great to be back here in Tilburg. And we're going to start off with a traditional tune called The Street Song by Yasmin.
And there was a huge wave of immigration between about 1880 and 1920 to the United States. And that's when my great-grandparents and my grandparents came to New York. None of my grandparents were musicians or my great-grandparents, but my mother, my late mother was a classical violinist. So that's where music came in, and my father was an amateur singer, amateur pianist, and so we had a lot of music in the house as a kid. My musical training was classical and jazz. Actually, I had kind of abandoned jazz for about 10 years and really pursued a classical career doing many different things, mostly chamber music, but also playing in symphony orchestras and teaching and doing all kinds of things. Prestigious woodwind quintet that won a big prize, a big chamber music prize in the United States. We came to Holland in the mid-1980s, played in Scheveningen. I was really into classical music, but then in my early 30s, I felt like I was missing something. And then suddenly this whole idea that there was something in my culture which I could find and I could do something with. I could take all of my knowledge and love of jazz and of funk and put it into this traditional music and kind of find my own voice. And that's basically what I did. When I was learning klezmer, I had to learn from the old record. Because, as I said, this culture was lost to us, so we had to find it again. And these records really are what kept that culture alive, because otherwise it would have been totally transformed in a very unrecognizable way. But we really have this document, this very precious document. So that's how a whole generation of us learned the music again. One talks about a correct sound for classical music. You'd say there's a Dutch sound or a French sound or a German sound or an American sound. but still there's something you could say that's a classical clarinet. And in the same way, there is something in the klezmer clarinet that when you hear Dave Taras or Naftuli Brandwein, these old Eastern European Jewish masters, you know, that was something I tried to emulate, that sort of sound. And then the scream of James Brown. I want to put that in my clarinet too. And the cry of Jimi Hendrix's guitar. A little bit of minimalism from, you know, Steve Reich and Philip Glass. And, you know, these are all little things that, you know, that go into the soup that I cook. Well, this was the one performance in the Netherlands, but tomorrow, where are we going? I guess we're going. You're going to Munich. Thank you, Jerome.